Hi everyone, it's Epic Sonder. If some of you are new here, I'm an independent animator working on my own animated series called Maven, and I've been posting clips and whips on TikTok to spread awareness of my project. Because if I'm being honest, it's extremely easier to reach a bigger audience on TikTok than YouTube. Today, I'm going to spill some tea. I wanted to be transparent and share something that I recently experienced. And I'm making this public not to start beef with anybody or anything like that. It's because I want others to be aware, especially any artists trying to make it on their own or making their own name. Today, we are also going to learn about the term native advertisement and what it means for you. So here we are, March 17th, I get a new Instagram follow and DM from an account called animashow.france. Disclaimer, it took me a while to understand what was really going on, so bear with my poor response choices. The message reads, "Hello, I love your work. Do you have an email, please? I'd like to pitch you an opportunity for launching an animated series on mobile social media." So honestly, I should have ended it there. The word pitch and opportunity in the same sentence is an automatic red flag. Why? Because that's how sales tactics work, in my opinion. This gentleman is trying to email me a sales pitch, essentially. But in my mind, I'm thinking it's some sort of underground app that I can maybe post my videos to get my name out there. I never encountered anything like this before, so I was curious. Then before I can respond, he proceeds to say, "Of course we can jump on a call if you prefer." Now that just irked me. That just didn't sit right. I don't think I need science to back this one up. But anyways, I proceed to reply by saying, "Hi, thank you for the message. I see that you are a podcast," because he didn't quite identify himself. I had to look on his profile and all that, and that's all I gathered. How does that help someone like me? No offense, you know? He replies, "Yes, about animation." I say, "Oh, very cool." And again, he didn't elaborate on anything else, so I ask, "Tell me more about this mobile social media animation and why me?" Pretty valid, right? Pretty valid question of, what's going on here? What are you about? Sort of thing. Then he proceeds to say, "Thank you. Let it turn it like this. What do you need to turn your creation into a serial stories on TikTok, Insta, and Snap? Time, money, animators, audience, growth marketing?" So right then and there, I knew whatever this was, I was not about to claim the negative energy from it. Never good when they answer your questions with a question, period. Usually means you are on a need-to-know basis, and you obviously did not select the correct dialogue action. But I reluctantly do reply, and I say, "I'm working on audience growth now, so marketing is probably what I need the most. Then I feel the others will soon follow. Can't sing into an empty theater." So basically what I was saying was that it doesn't make sense to ask for all these other things if people don't already know about my project. March 22nd. And this is what he says. "Hello, what's your email then? I'd like to send you some info." And I went ahead and did send my email address. And this is what his email said. "Let's talk about Epic Sonder. Hello. Many thanks for our quick conversation on Instagram. It's a real pleasure to meet you. My motivation is to help you grow your audience on TikTok with your animated mini show and distribute it on other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube. We are working on a process to contribute to your production pipeline, a video optimization tool, and a data-driven social audience growth machine to help you unlock new revenue streams. So let's discuss these points if you don't mind." 1. What do you need the most to accelerate your production for a short animated video? Example, 1 video every 2 days, being full-time, getting help from an extra animator, investing more money, coming up with more stories, or writing better scripts. 2. Are you alone to draw, animate, colorize, voiceover? If not, how big is your team currently? 3. How long does it take you to produce a 10-second animation? Very specific, by the way. 4. How many additional followers do you get per week? Which, let me just make a comment there. That's That's the size up, seeing how big is my channel growing. And I'm going to bring that back later. 5, how old are you? Where do you live? What's your goals with this creation? Your creation is really awesome. It deserves to level up in terms of production and needs to be known by maximum of future fans. Winky smiley face. Thanks. Looking forward to hearing from you, Sabry. And I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. Okay, time out. First of all, I've been approached by too many multi-level marketers or pyramid schemers to know that this is a roundabout tactic to make you feel good about yourself before pitching a sale without making it feel like they're about to pitch you a sale. Now, for a short break brought to you by Native Advertisement. Native Advertisement, what is it? It is a form of advertisement that is created to disguise as the content around it, meaning you would have a hard time telling if it was an ad or not. Basically, among the content, who's the ad imposter? You may have seen this sort of tactic in Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, yada yada, and now TikTok is incorporating it amongst other social media apps. Now, there are native advertising companies that can do this for you. So there are companies that create these ads, code them, edit them, promote them, yada yada. You don't even have to lift a finger. Basically, all you do is pay them a fee on how many, and that fee is based on how many clicks you get. In theory, this works. It's like hiring a specialized marketing team for your company or brand. I'm not here to knock these companies. It's just business. Business is business. Unfortunately for me, I'm not selling any products or services. And Sabry knows this. After a quick Google search, I found out, surprise, surprise, that our Mr. Sabry here was part of a native advertising company, then co-founded his own that essentially was bought out by the same company that he worked for. Now he started a podcast and some weird talent agency, I believe. It's very vague, but so this was the point where I realized what was really going on, and this is how I replied to the email. Thank you. Let's turn it like this. Your website, Bento, it's a talent agency, is it not? And I see you were heavily involved in native advertisement companies, Agilike, Pulpix, which concerns me. I'm genuinely flattered that you seem motivated to see my project grow, but I cannot help but feel as though your motivation is only to sell me an advertising service. Unfortunately, I don't have the interest or funds to do so at this time. Good luck with your endeavors. E.S. So, moral of the story, if it does not pass the vibe check, it's a duck. In other words, for artists out there trying to make it on their own, like me, there's going to be people trying to capitalize off your efforts. Typically, they will offer you something that sounds too good to be true, but also vague at the same time. And I don't mean this in a bad way. Sabry here is a salesman, and he's just out here doing what salesmen do under the guise of an animation podcast. But anyways, we're all out here trying to make a buck. And I understand the hustle, so not trying to knock him. But he was presenting himself as a gatekeeper of this secret yet vague concept that will bring me success and put me where I need to be. Notice those questions that were asked in the email? He was basically trying to size me up, seeing how my channel is growing, the rate it is, all that kind of stuff. These are key components that these native advertising companies need. And basically just seeing how he can pitch to me if I'm a young person who's naive or if I'm an older person who has life experience, where I live. I mean, he probably should have guessed that it wasn't in France. But, oh, and another thing, please don't ever hand out personal information to anybody. Just don't. So, conclusion, I'm going to be honest. If this happened to me maybe 3 years ago, I'm sure I would have fallen for it, thinking that this really was the golden ticket to my success. And those are the folks these companies and sales reps prey on. This would only work if I'm selling a product or service. That's how it should work. I'm strictly entertainment. I'm an online personality. I have nothing to sell. If I were to buy into this, I would be losing because there's no real website I could send someone to. There's no company website I can send these people through. This would not work for me, is what I'm trying to say. And by the way, he unfollowed me too, so that's how I know this all was a bunch of bull. But that's all I have today. I'm sure he's a nice guy. No one give him hate. It's just letting all y'all know and just a heads up. And I feel like it's okay to be transparent about things like this. But anyways, thank you. Bye.